We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025, and this is episode number 677 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight we have, as always, Mr. Jason Nyes.
You telling me I still gotta pay taxes?
Jose Guzman is hanging out with his boy Wesley Pipes. So joining us, we got Kelly Harris. What's up, Kelly?
They named him Ricky Saints.
I just heard that one of my coworkers just texted me out of nowhere. Ricky Saints. Boo.
Ricky Saints.
Ricky.
Oh, is that Ricky Starks?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Who the
terrible.
fuck is Ricky Saint?
Yeah.
That's
Ricky
awful.
Starks. His government name, by the way.
No, it's not.
It's not. I thought it was Richard Starks. Is it not?
It's not his real name.
Oh.
That's all I can tell you is that is not his real name, and his real name is unknown to the general public.
His real name is Dick McGavin.
Interesting. And hey, that was Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
I don't know who that person is. I assume he is a criminal.
Wrestler or porn star,
Wrestler
Mahoney?
boy. Yeah, wrestler porn star, Ricky Starks.
Gonna have to be porn star.
Okay, wrestler or porn star, Ricky Saints.
Porn star again.
Nope, both wrestlers. Same person.
Not for long.
He's got a body for porn, that guy. Little twink.
He does have a twink body.
Very
Put
twink
that in
body.
the fucking intro. Put that in the oh, Kelly or us. He's got a body for porn. Put that right in the intro right now.
By the way, Lee, I'm sorry, and especially after last week where it was just such a clusterfuck. It is episode 678. Last week
God
was
damn it.
677. It's all right though. It's all right.
All right, I'm gonna update my note right now. 678.
There we go.
Boom. Okay, there we go.
It's the
Wanna come
podcast.
back.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Who counts? Fucking ladies. That's who count.
Yeah.
Fucking same bat time, same bat channel. Here we are, son. Go.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
Oh God.
Sorry. So I got one of them, those gimmicks that I always used to see ads
Those
for on
boners.
Instagram.
Got one of them boners.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, you can buy this thing that looks like a Game Boy and it has 20,000 games in it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And I bought one and I just turned it on and the volume was all the way up and it was just playing music very loudly and it scared me.
It keeps shocking me.
Oh man. Been a hell of a week. Lots of stuff going on.
You know what? Hold
know.
on. You know what Ricky Saints reminds me of?
Oh please, yes.
Teddy
What?
Swims.
And he swims. Raise your hand if you've been in a plane crash this week.
No. Not
Hey,
yet.
all right.
Not yet.
We're all here.
Not yet.
Wait, Mahoney, are you raising your hand?
No.
Okay, good,
Oh,
good,
thank
good.
God. Yeah, that wasn't just
Not
a
yet.
cute way of letting us know that you fucking escaped
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I-
anyways, I was on a plane crash this week.
Threatened to slap you like I threatened to slap Lee.
fucking wild. But yeah, the horrors persist because, the horrors. So we're going to talk about the horrors today. We don't have to because, they're everywhere.
I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but even though the horrors do persist, I do love that Donald Trump looks miserable during all of it.
He really does.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's having a good time.
He looks like shit.
Which begs the question, like, what? Why? Why did you even do it? Just
Well,
because?
Because
Ugh.
jail,
Yeah.
jail, Lee.
Oh,
Oh,
went to
right,
jail.
jail. I forgot. All
Yeah.
the criminal proceedings. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What a time. I said, yeah. Oh shit, you got out of jail. What did you have to fucking go on the lam? Did you have to flee the country? It's like, no, I got elected to the highest office in the land.
I mean, if you really
I have
think
to do
about
a
it,
job I fucking
Then we
hate
just-
while babies yell at me.
Then we just changed all the rules. It was great.
with the way our justice system is, if he went to jail, it would have been for what, like 18 months, maybe?
Right.
He could have been done with it. Now he's got to do a full 4-year term of president.
Yeah, it would have been like a house arrest situation too,
It's
Yeah.
like he got himself a monkey's paw at some point, didn't he?
Monkey paw.
My first wish is I wish for more wishes.
Jesus Christ. So, weird time to put out a Captain America movie,
Or the perfect
Give it-
time.
Yeah, or the perfect time.
I mean,
The most unbelievable part of Brave New World was when the president was held accountable for his actions. like they
Seriously.
fucking show Ross, spoiler alert, they show fucking Ross in prison. I laughed out loud. I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah, like
Fucking yeah, right.
reality has broken fiction to the point where
mhm.
all of those movies and TV shows that showed, federal agents as like heroes or government people doing the right thing, it just doesn't exist, right?
Nah.
It really
Well, that's
is
why
a
they,
fantasy.
That's why they stopped doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Is like everyone involved with the show was like, it feels really fucking weird to make a comedy about cops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why most of the last season was like Jake being held accountable for his bullshit while this skeezy police union guy tried to get him out of everything.
Oh, that's right.
What, Ted McGinley, right? Played the union rep, maybe? I think it
Sounds
might have been
familiar.
Ted McGinley.
That sounds
it was-
right.
Fucking wild. So yeah, I enjoyed the Captain America movie. It was pretty damn. I didn't mind it. I don't see one headline I saw the morning of was like a new rock bottom for Marvel. I'm like, you get the fuck out of here. We've all seen Eternals. There's no way. I can tell you without having seen it. There's no way it's worse than Eternals. So no matter how bad it is or is not, it will not be rock bottom. Get the fuck out of here.
And hey, it's no Deadpool and Wolverine, but it made $100 million domestically and 190 globally this past
Yeah,
weekend.
no, it's
So
gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. And it's a fine movie. It's not great. It's a little clunky. Not exactly super tight.
almost like they
But-
shot it like 4 or 5 different times and delayed the
Yeah.
release date by
Yeah,
years.
I mean it's 4 different ideas pieced together into one thing, and
I could be wrong, but I think, and I'd have to watch it again to make sure, but I think at some point Sam makes a reference to doing, this Captain America shit or working with Joaquin or something. I think he mentions that it's 3 years and 4 years at different times in the movie. And it's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
If you think about it, there are
I could be making that up.
There are kids that got Captain America Brave New World Happy Meal toys, and by the time the movie released, they were in the grade higher.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
they were in the grave.
All these
there's
kids are
probably a
dead.
couple of those too.
Yeah, I mean, statistically,
Yeah, there's at least
there are a couple.
there's at least one little kid that was buried with his Captain America Brave New World Happy Meal toy.
I think the
I
effects
don't
look
think it
really
was.
good though.
I don't think it was bad. I don't
No, it's not
like.
bad.
I do not think it was a bad movie, but I did not enjoy myself at it, and I really, really do think it suffered from them not knowing what they were trying to do out of it.
The
And I
weirdest
think they.
thing is making is turning your Captain America movie into a Hulk sequel without the Hulk in it.
Yeah,
Because a
and
vast
like
majority of the plot
15
points are
years
following up
later.
from the right. Yeah, I mean, most of the plot points are driven by the events of the Incredible Hulk, which is pretty cool. Like, I would have loved to have seen some more of that a little sooner, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, weird choice. I thought the leader looked fucking cool. Red Hulk looked cool.
Okay.
I've
I'm glad you
always
said that because you know who didn't look like that, and you know how you can tell. You notice how the leader wasn't in another scene with another person?
Mm,
yeah, not so much. Yeah,
you mean like every Super
Like-
Bowl commercial?
They absolutely changed him.
Yeah,
He
he,
had no shots of him with another person on the same screen as him.
yeah, lots of standing really still, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true.
And
But
we
he
all
looked cool. I think he looked cool. And I've
Looked fine.
always liked
I
the way
also
that they
noticed
do.
he never called himself the leader. Did you notice
No.
that?
What did he call himself?
They referred to him as like I forget, like the prisoner or something. And then he had that final moment with the army dude there. And
You
the
mean
guy was
D-Man?
like, "Who are you?" Yeah, who's apparently D-Man, which I didn't even know until Juan spoiled it for everybody. But he had his moment there, and the guy was like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "I'm the hero."
That's what he said. That's right.
And it was like,
right.
okay, so we just don't call him the leader. But then I was like, but maybe this is another rewrite where they were like, no, we can't have a mysterious tech weapon building villain who is controlling the president call himself the real leader. We gotta change that. We gotta change that to something else.
Yeah, maybe. God damn it.
I'm sure
Who
this.
is
But, like-
fucking Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad?
He was Sidewinder, and that storyline was all sorts of fucked up because they put him in the movie, but they cut like all the rest of the Serpent Society from the movie, and then they had to like
They
piece
referred to him as
together-
the Serpent a lot, not because
Ah.
they would say the
together,
Serpent.
like how Cap would get the information that he was supposed to have gotten from the Serpent Society because they were all out of the movie all of a sudden. Like it was so fucking weird sometimes, and like what's his face? Who's 50s Cap who's
Elisha
the
Brad.
guy who,
Isaiah.
Brad.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
Like, what is he there for? What is he in the movie for? Like, clearly he had a part. Clearly there was a story to be told with him. They got rid of it all, and then they were like, oh, like, yeah, no, the leader. See, what happened is the leader, he convinced the Serpent Society to steal this thing so that Captain America would go and save it. And then, once Captain America saved it, then he'd get invited to the White House. And then we all know that since Captain America's a black guy, he'd invite the other black guy. And then the leader would have that black guy in the White House, and he could mind control him to try to shoot the president, but intentionally miss. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you can't cut the part of the story that made it make sense as to why he went to the White House. Like,
It reminded me of I don't know if any of you will get this reference, but it very much reminded me of like late stage Death Note anime when like the guys would just have these insanely overly complicated and elaborate schemes and plans playing off of each other, like and leader was like, a thought in the probabilities. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It reminded me of the fucking Wolverine when the ninjas flew to Canada to shoot a bear with a poison arrow and convinced Wolverine to go to Japan because they poisoned a bear and then framed a bunch of hunters.
It was elite. But maybe I'm just a fucking mark for it, but I'm a big sucker for the way that they make Falcon fight always. And it's so much cooler because now he's got the wings and the shield. It's fucking cool. It's really neat to watch.
Cool. It is very cool, but this is actually another thing that bothered me because when I was talking about this after Lisa and I watched it, she was like, "I really liked how you like cut that airplane in half," and I was like, "Oh, you mean the move that they like copied and pasted because it was cheaper than the CGI must have been?" Like every time he had to do anything, he was like, "Oh shit, I better cut this vehicle in half." Like, okay, we get it. You had one scene that worked out really well. We get it.
It's really something when they've lost Mahoney.
Yeah.
In a Captain America movie.
Yeah.
With He-Man in it.
Like I said, it's not the greatest. I thought it was fine. Totally fine. Like I'm not upset that I saw it. Nah.
Right. I didn't not enjoy my there were times where I was like, this is clumsy and I'm slightly bored and this storyline is dumb. But I didn't hate it. It wasn't, any DC movie.
Right. Right. Yeah, I thought it was a good time. At this point, you have to assume that. Oh yeah.
I forgot my absolute favorite part. They're in the Indian Ocean, right? They're having this giant showdown with Japan. And Joaquin, new Falcon, gets shot down out of the sky. He's in critical condition. And the next scene is they've brought him to fucking Washington, D.C. in critical condition to Walter Reed. and they're like,
long way to go.
And I'm like, you went from the Indian Ocean to Baltimore with the dude who was dying. Like, that was the closest hospital you could get him to.
That's pretty great, actually. That occurred to me.
And honestly, who gives a shit what hospital he's in? So why did you make it a point?
They did make it a big point to
this is Walter Reed. It's like, okay.
Because it's military propaganda.
I know why they had to make it Walter Reed, because then they could have this special guest star show up and be like, somebody, apparently I'm running for Congress, but also I'm going to be in the Thunderbolts in 10 more days. It's like, what? You're going to abandon your congressional run to lead the Thunderbolts? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I do want to know how the fuck that happened. I assume they're going to tell us in Thunderbolts, but I'm very curious.
Who is this that's joining the Thunderbolts?
Bucky's going to be a congressman.
What? Why?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I'm very interested to see why.
Who the fuck's voting for that guy?
I'd vote for him.
There was a TikTok the next day that was like, imagine being the guy losing to the Winter Soldier in your
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the
But
first
also,
time
he helped save the world,
wouldn't be
got
the
that,
first time
that
we
Captain
elected a
America's buddy
Russian
cash in.
asset.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fair.
Isn't it great
Oh, yeah.
how Tulsi Gabbard has the exact same look as Julia Louis-Dreyfus in the Thunderbolts? And she's director of intelligence.
It's something, all right. Always really cool when you can point to comic book villains and be like, haters.
Look at that.
like real
the
life.
other rumor, Lee, is that because as we know, the Red Hulk gets defeated with the power of friendship, power of love for his estranged daughter. Because he literally is kicking the shit out of Sam, and then Sam is like, I don't think your daughter would appreciate this very much. And he's like, oh, fuck, yeah, you're right. I should stop. And he turns into a naked old man.
He's beating the shit out of Sam, and Nicole leans over and goes, "Oh goddamn, it's getting real. Sun's getting real low, big guy."
The rumor is apparently that adamantium was supposed to absorb gamma energy, or it was supposed to play into that final fight, and that's why he kept cutting him up, because he was gonna use the cuts and absorb the energy out of him
okay.
with the adamantium. But then they were like, no, can't do that. So they had to come up with a different way for Sam to beat him. And then the best thing they had was, I don't think Betty would like it if you punched me anymore. And he was like, God damn it, Wilson, you're right.
If we could convince Liv Tyler to come to set, she would be very disappointed.
What do you mean?
Came to
She was
set.
clearly on set.
Was she? Was she there?
Yeah, she definitely looked like she was lit the same as Falcon and everything.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I just assumed.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh,
I doubt it. It's possible, but I doubt it.
I can't imagine. Yeah, she was a green screen, I'm sure.
I don't believe anybody's on set anymore. I mean, they're barely sets. It's a big green rooms for the most part.
You just gotta have actors be able to interact with other people and things on set to make it all seem believable.
But I mean, her one scene is in the raft, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also don't understand why they left Sabra, however the fuck you say her name.
Yeah, like the hummus.
Because they had her and they had like General Ross's like token black military lady. Yeah. And then like they both played the same role in the story, but they were like, we cannot lose the Israeli lady. She's got to stay. Like, okay.
And they turned her into a widow, which is kind of cool. But again, we don't know anything at all about her, except things that we've already said in this conversation.
Like a black widow, Kelly, not like her husband died.
Of course, yes.
What if they cut Sabra from the script, but she just kept showing up on set and like, oh, I'm in the movie. Sorry, I'm in the movie. This is my movie. This is Sabra Brave New World.
I'm going to be an action figure, goddammit.
It was little to no purpose for her. You know?
Yeah,
like if you look back, it's like, what was she needed for?
I mean, somebody's got to drive the Palestinians from their homes, right?
She was I mean, she was kind of shitty for a few minutes, right? You know, yeah. She was a little shitty for a minute, and then she put on what really was a dumb fucking superhero outfit jacket and rejoined the action for one scene. Yeah. But those are the problems. You know what I mean? It's shit like that. It's not tight. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, not awful, but it's just not tight. And
it's no game changer like Black Panther was.
Nah.
No.
It's totally fine. It's
It's a Ant-Man 3, Incredible Hulk, like whatever time. It's fine.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It's fine, and that's okay. Like so many of these, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting perspective of my old age, maybe I'm just crotchety, whatever, but like, I don't know why the expectation is for every one of these fucking movies to be some kind of transformative religious experience. It's like, come on, it's a fucking movie.
Well, because so many of them were for so long.
Right. But think about that.
At that
what you're saying, what they're saying is, oh no, this doesn't make me feel the same way it did when I'd never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
Embarrassment of riches.
That's what I was saying. Like, if it was 2025 or 2005, like we would have loved this.
Yeah,
we would have been like, this is phenomenal. I can't believe Falcon is Captain America. That's so confusing.
All right.
Because he wasn't Captain America in 2005.
For the two of you that have seen this, rank these Incredible Hulk movies.
Okay.
Ang Lee's Hulk, The Incredible Hulk, and Captain America Brave New World.
I mean, it's probably the best. Well, I don't know if it's a better Hulk movie than Incredible Hulk. It's definitely better than Ang Lee's Hulk.
Better movie.
Yeah,
it's a better movie for sure than.
I would rather watch it than Incredible Hulk, but if I'm looking for a Hulk movie, I don't know that this is a better Hulk movie. Oh, okay. Another weird thing. So, Ross turns it. So what happens is they get him at this. He's having a press conference, and the leader makes him so mad. The leader just makes him so angry, and he turns into the Hulk. And all of his Secret Service agents are trying to get him down because there's a commotion while the leader's making him mad. And then he turns into the Hulk. And then all the Secret Service agents are like, Mr. President? And then they all pull their pistols and start shooting him. And I'm like, he hasn't even done anything.
Yeah, right. For all they know, he's
Yeah.
going to turn around and be like, guys, it's okay.
Like, the last time you had an interaction with the Hulk, he was smart and could speak. Like, what are you
I guess I don't really mind. I don't blame him for being gun shy around a Hulk. Or whatever the opposite of gun shy is, I guess. Trigger happy around a Hulk.
It was very odd to be like, I gotta figure if if Trump stood up and was a giant mutant monster, I don't think the Secret Service would just unload into him.
We should be so lucky. Yeah, so, we got Red Hulk rampaging president, better than our real president. And then one thing I did want to talk a little bit about is talk about some comic books, Kelly.
What?
You read
Look at
some
that.
comic books?
Yeah.
They still make
Fucking-
those?
They do still make those. Also better than our president, Dr. Doom taking over the world. Much better than our president.
Sure
In the
is, bud.
One World Under Doom that they started is kind of great. And the Avengers are the villain, and I don't think they know it yet. I mean, you gotta imagine that Doom's gonna be the villain eventually, but he's not right now. He's
Yeah.
definitely not right now. They
But
want you to
I'm
think
having
he
a
is,
real
but he's
hard
not.
time thinking he's gonna be the villain because, man, everything seems pretty great.
Yeah. So Doom basically, he fucking hacks the airwaves, whatever the fuck, and he's like, "Hey, you may have heard, I'm the Sorcerer Supreme now. All your leaders have sworn fealty to me, but don't worry, it's gonna be like super fucking cool. Basically, you're all Latvarians now, and let's see, college is gonna be free, and medicine's gonna be free, and we're not gonna do poor anymore,
All right.
and we're not fucking around with ideological differences. Everything's just gonna be fucking cool, all right?
All right.
and the
Woke King
and the
Dr.
Avengers-
Doom.
Yeah, and the Avengers are like, well, this seems suspicious as fuck. And then Baron Zemo is like, oh, fuck that. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna let Hydra fucking suckle the teat of Dr. Doom. So he goes and, busts up into Latveria, starts talking some shit. And then Dr. Doom puts out another one of his fucking fireside chats. And he's like, and Zemo's like, false alarm, everybody. Doom is cool. He's right. All this stuff is great. And Doom is like, and Doom wants schools and hospitals. So now Hydra builds schools and hospitals. And the
He
Avengers are
was
like,
having them go out and look for abandoned landmines.
yeah. And he was looking for landmines. Right, yeah. Yeah, using Hydra to go look for landmines. And the Avengers are like, well, this is suspicious. And they find out that, I forget exactly how, but they find out that Zemo is, in fact, an LMD. A Doombot, rather. A Doombot is Zemo. And so then the Avengers fucking do their little fireside chat, and they're like, hey, fucking Zemo was a Doombot. He lied. I bet he turned all the leaders into Doombots, and this is some fucking bullshit. And then Doom fucking comes in again. It's like a superpowered Zoom meeting, the first issue, really.
No.
It's a lot of Zoom calls,
It sounds like the Kendrick Drake beef.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Doom comes up and is like, yeah, you got me. They're right. I did kill Baron Zemo. I also killed the Red Skull a couple of weeks ago. They were fucking Nazis. Big whoop. All right. Also, you know what else I had? I had Hydra building schools and hospitals and looking for landmines and shit, but they're not doing that anymore because they found out that Zemo was a Doombot. Thanks, Iron Man. You just made them look like assholes the entire time because they were kind of being assholes. Again, you kind of assume he has to be the bad guy at some point, but it's not now. And I can't decide if we're supposed to think he is or not, because I really don't.
Yeah, no, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in.
Yeah. So the combo of Doom and Hulk President back to back, I was like, this really is some Darkest Timeline shit. Like, absolutely fucking wild. And the only other thing I'll mention real quick is on the way home from the movie, we talked about the movie, my wife and I, very little. Talked about the movie a little bit, and then she was like, I wish we had our puppy. I miss the puppy. I want to go meet the puppy again, because they had gone and met a dog at a rescue, and I'm going to have a dog next week. Yeehaw.
And
She
a puppy.
Yeah, she's like 6 months old.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's gonna eat so many of your toys.
Oh no, because then it would have
So
to
many.
die. No. Baby gate. Close the door. None of that shit. I'm having it. But also I got credit where it's due. The entire family is on board with making this as painless for me as possible, which I very much appreciate. We're gonna train the dog and actually make it not do the shit that drives me crazy. Their words, not mine. They're like, what if? They're like, what if we put in some work and made it not do the things you hate? And I'm like, don't play with my heart like this. And they're both very sincere and serious. So we'll see how it works out. Stay tuned.
Why didn't we do that last time, everybody?
Well, we tried to, but when we had Buster when he was little, we had a fucking baby and no time for anything. Like we paid to have him trained, and it was like he sat for a little while. He was also, dumb as a sack of hammers. So I'm not sure there was a whole lot we could have done with him anyway. But this girl's, she looks very clever already. We'll see.
This doggy got a name, or are we gonna call her Bussette like Mahoney came up with it?
They're gonna call her Sylvie.
No, because she's kind of silvery.
Not me.
Yep. And because Jax was really into the idea of doing like a Pokemon name, and so we're thinking Eevee for a minute, but then
it's
Sylvie won
Sylvie
out.
like Sylveon.
Exactly. So that's kind of where we landed as a compromise on Sylvie. So it's pretty cool.
You fucking nerd.
They're all very excited about it. Well, she was almost Gamora to go with the rest of our Guardians cast. Fucking nonsense. But it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna be so happy. Wonderful.
I love
see there.
our dog. She lights up our life. I don't know what we'd do without her. But man, one of these days we're not gonna have a dog anymore, and it's gonna be sweet for like at least a week or so, right? I would assume.
It was so fucking cool, you guys. Like, it was so cool. Like, I'll never forget the first time I went out to grill something, and I just went out and grilled something unmolested the entire time.
Yes.
I could just kind of come and go as I please through the door,
Yeah, Zoe was already obsessed with fire. Whenever we would do a fire pit outside, she loved it. She thinks the fire is her boyfriend. Now you combine a fire with meat smell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she's my little helper every time I go out to the smoker. That's for sure.
What's going on? Stuffy little arms.
I think the ribs are done.
Wonderful. What else you got going on, Nice? Tell me about your meats.
Oh, not a whole lot of meats this past week. It was Valentine's Day, which is also Kelly's birthday, which I celebrate privately.
Good.
But for Valentine's Day, we were talking a big game about doing steaks and lobster, like a surf and turf. But
Oh fuck yeah, bro.
we're living in a 2025 economy, so
Yep.
we turned that surf and turf into ribs and salmon, and then that ribs and salmon surf and turf dinner turned into eating salmon at the kitchen island at 5:30 and then ribs at 9:30. Whoops. Still getting the hang of this smoking thing. We'll get there sometime.
We did steak steaks and salmon and 2 different veggies and a rice, and I made it finish all at the same time. And as I was handing the plate to Lisa, I was like, "You don't even understand how impressive that was."
Oh, that's incredible, sir.
Yeah. That's the dream, right? Everything comes
Yeah.
out hot at the same time. You got to get that timing
I was
down.
like, "You know how hard that was to manage?"
But
Very impressive.
I do have a food-related topic I wanted to talk about. It
please.
is Girl Scout cookie season.
It sure is.
And I don't know when I ended up buying Girl Scout cookies from a Brooklyn, New York Girl Scout cookie troop, but they emailed me and they caught me at the right time. And then a week later, we got $50 worth of Girl Scout cookies at our house.
Oh, shit.
But I tell you what.
How did you... What?
What?
How did you come in contact with this Girl Scout troop?
It had to have
It
been
must be
something.
from when you figured out that they sold different ones in the north and the south.
Right. There's that, too. And it must have been like a COVID era thing, or maybe like...
Oh, maybe they're selling online or something. And
it was very
Okay,
possibly like
okay.
during the summer of 2020. I don't know if you guys remember what was like kind of going down then.
Yeah.
So maybe my white guilt overcame me, and I spent a bunch of money on New York Girl Scout cookies. But hey, I appreciated them emailing me and letting me know that they had cookies for sale. But unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everything's getting worse, and Girl Scout cookies are not immune to that.
No.
Maybe it's been a couple of years since I had Girl Scout cookies, but they seem smaller. They're like crispy and dry.
What kind of cookie are we talking about?
Well, so far we've only opened the Samoas and the Thin Mints, and they do not taste like I remember them.
Oh, no.
Maybe it's a bad
That's a bummer.
batch. Maybe because it got shipped, they lost some of their moisture, or maybe it's just everything's gone to shit. $7 a box, and first off, the Caramel Delights and the Samoas, that has to be the Girl Scout cookie with the least cookies per box. So
Yes.
we made sure to buy 2. But then even opening the Thin Mints, you expect to pull out these 2 long sleeves of cookies.
Well, yeah, right.
Not that long anymore. Those sleeves are about maybe 60% of the length of the box.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. And like the caramel, the Samoas, sorry. But between a Samoa and a Caramel Delight, it's the same cookie, just different chocolate. But it should have the same bite to it, the same kind of mouthfeel. And because they got caramel in them, they have a little bit of a chew to them. Am I right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, not anymore. Just crunchy, dry, crumbly. At least we got
That's
4
sad.
different other flavors to try.
I hate that.
How do they get you crunchy, bland-ass caramel? That is not how caramel works.
Crunchy,
That doesn't make any
crispy,
sense.
Yep. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I've let the joy leave my life, but I feel like the Girl Scout cookies are going down a bad way. So much so, I want to go get some of the like the Keebler brand Girl Scout cookies and taste them and just kind of compare. Because I think maybe Girl Scouts have lost the sauce.
Could be. I haven't had one in a long time because of the whole allergy thing.
Oh,
but
yeah, I'm so sorry.
I would not be surprised if they are just getting worse.
No.
Elon
don't
Musk
want
laid
that
off
person.
10,000 Girl Scouts.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy that's like everything's getting worse, but everything is kind of objectively getting worse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where I
up.
noticed it the first?
We're all doing great.
Yeah.
I noticed things getting worse it felt like years ago, but the thing that stood out to me the most was like the easy open packages or the resealable packages. As soon as those started to fuck up like every time, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they're not even trying anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, seriously.
You'd rip it and it'd completely destroy like the Ziploc, or you'd
That's the
rip
thing,
it
though,
open
like-
and it wouldn't open.
That's the thing. If your materials get more expensive, your choices are to either raise your prices or lower your quality. Like there's no middle ground, you know? So that's why I have such a hard time with all this nonsense we're seeing, because it's like either shit's going to get more expensive or worse.
And they're like, why not both?
You're right, yeah. They're like, wait, hold my Doge beer, whatever the fuck they have. I don't know. Hold my mean juice.
Lee, none of the people who work for Doge can drink a beer.
That's
They're all
true. They're
17 years
fucking
old.
children. Children.
I refuse to call it Doge. It's Doggy.
Doggy.
Because you know that would upset them so much.
I mean, not really. Doge is basically just baby talk anyhow.
But this is their very serious government thing.
No, Doge is not. I mean, the name is not serious. They're doing serious fucking shit.
It's the typical Elon thing. He comes up with two names, and then he's got to use it for everything.
Yeah.
Fucking nonsense.
What do you think will age worse? Donald Trump in Home Alone 2 or Elon Musk in Iron Man 2?
He was in
Elon
Iron Man
Musk in Iron
2?
Man.
I don't
Yes!
even remember
Yeah.
that.
When they're in
Yeah.
Monaco for the IndyCar race or whatever it is, the Formula 1 race.
Huh.
And Pepper Potts is kind of leading Tony through a restaurant or whatever. Elon's there, and they have like a little quip back and forth.
Wow, I have zero recollection of that.
I mean, it was... Fuck.
Long time ago.
You know, I probably
2000
thought he was just a fake person that's in...
2010.
I was like, oh, who's that weird Marvel character I don't recognize?
Right, yeah.
D-Man.
It's really interesting that, you know, there was a time when, you know, when he was talking about doing like the fucking like underground like bullet train shit to like cut commutes from, he's like, you can go from LA to New York in 3 hours. And we're like, what the fuck? That sounds awesome. And all this crazy shit. And like, Elon sounded cool for a little bit.
Yeah.
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 Electric
Like-
cars?
Yeah.
Space exploration? Sure.
Yeah. Everyone was like, this fucking dude might be a real life Tony Stark, but he's an Obadiah Stane, goddammit.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
became a real Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We passed a regular Tesla the other day, and I was saying to Lisa how sad it is because, like, you could have absolutely bought, like, if you drive a Cybertruck, you bought it from Jackass Elon.
Yeah.
Like, you already knew what you were getting yourselves into if you drive a Cybertruck.
Mhm.
But you absolutely could have bought a Tesla.
Like
back
a Model
when we all
3.
thought it was
Right. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and now you're driving around in it, and you're like, I swear to God, I am not a white supremacist. I just wanted to spend less on gas.
Yeah.
I saw a picture that was there's a car that has become famous in its local town for the car dresses up like a Cybertruck and then parks next to other Cybertrucks like it's made out of like cardboard and shit.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
need
what'll
to start
piss 'em
like
off.
taking photos in front of fucking Cybertrucks and just thumbs down on them or something. Jesus Christ.
They look so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. Iron Man 2, Elon Musk.
Mr. Musk, how are you?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you very much. Thank
Hey.
you.
Those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
Good idea for an electric jet.
Huh.
What a loser.
That would have been cool. What if he did make an electric jet? That'd be neat. You know, why don't we just do that
Yeah,
instead
do
of
that instead.
all of this? You know.
Yeah, I did.
Follow the money, Lee. He's doing all of this because all of these different government agencies have come after him and Tesla for some reason or another.
Yeah, that's That's all that's happening everywhere. Like it's in the. This is the most. Like, I'm not. So the government's been corrupt forever. I'm sure there's always been corrupt elements to the government, right? But like, I feel like they used to at least try to hide it. Like maybe that's what the worst part, right? I feel disrespected, right? That you're not even pretending. They're not even trying to lie anymore.
Yeah.
Like they're just. It's like when you tell your kids, it's like don't fucking knock that over, and they just stare at you and knock it over. It's like, oh, you piece of shit, oh, fucking kid. But now they're running. There's John Mulaney had that bit about there being a horse in the hospital. The horse is in the hospital, and he's got an entire fucking barnyard with him or some shit. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so mad. What? No. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
I think he just had a stroke.
Yeah, it's been a lot of that around the house past few days, so I apologize.
Horse in a hospital just doesn't seem like a good thing. So
did you have an action-packed roll call?
No, that was it's a John Mulaney bit he talked about. That was like his metaphor for the first Trump presidency was, what if there was a horse running around a hospital and just the chaos that entailed. And I feel like the horse is back, and he brought all of his friends with him this time.
Okay, I got you now.
Sometimes, you ever take a journey that's just for you, and someone else happens to be around?
Oh, sure.
I was just on one of those.
Yeah, that's all that was. Yeah, that's what that was. So I apologize.
With the no context, you were just like, yeah, the government's lying to you all. There is a horse, and they've brought an entire barnyard with them. They're in the hospital. Okay.
I mean, if I woke up tomorrow and that was the headline on the front page, I would not be surprised.
Seriously.
Oh, shit. You remember when the fucking front page headline was those horses running through England with the blood all over them?
Yeah.
Seems like you guys don't remember that shit?
No.
Nope. I mean, if Mahoney knew, he would have sent it to me, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
All right.
Today I sent him
so
a
this
picture
is the
of a
story.
horse sucking on Angelina Jolie's boobs.
April 2024, several military horses ran through London, some of them bleeding after becoming spooked by construction noise. And then
why were they bleeding? How did the construction noise make them bleed?
Just running into shit, I guess. Big dumb horses.
So yeah, this was this April 2024?
What the hell?
Literal harbinger of the apocalypse.
Oh my god.
Maybe that horse just got out of the hospital. You guys don't remember this.
Pale horse.
I guess there have been so many horrors.
No, I remember this.
That something from April 2024 seems like it's 100 years ago.
Wow. All right.
And then they announced there was a new queen, I think. I think that's how that all worked.
Yeah, the bloodiest horse gets to be the queen.
Yeah.
Is there a new pope? I saw a picture of the pope the other day, and it's not the guy I thought it was.
He's been the pope for a little while.
Man, I much prefer classic pope.
I saw he's got a double pneumonia.
None of my algorithms are telling me when there's a new pope.
There's a literal show from 2020 called The New Pope with Jude Law and John Malkovich.
Never heard of it.
The New Pope.
Tuesdays at 8 on NBC.
I think the Pope should still be the same Pope. Was it Pope Francis?
Yeah, I think it's Francis.
Is it still Francis?
You could show me a new pope every single time I saw the pope, and I would not have any idea.
Oh, no. Pope Francis has pneumonia in both lungs as tests show complex picture, Vatican says. I think we're going to have a new pope pretty soon, probably.
Yeah.
He's not looking great.
Oh, that is the same guy. He just looks like shit.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I saw that picture, and I thought it was a different guy.
Oof. No longer got that new Pope smell.
Couldn't happen to
nice. Nope.
He seriously looks like he's about to order at a deli.
Fucking Allfather from
Boo.
Preacher.
Boo.
Oh god. What you got going on, Kelly?
Nothing really. I've been I had my birthday.
Happy late birthday,
you
my
did.
friend.
Thank you. I'm 33 now. Ugh.
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 Every year you get less sexy.
I know, right?
The
Horrible.
further away you get from 21, it's like I don't even know him anymore.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I say things because they sound funny, but they're not true. Did you do anything fun?
I went I ate a nice steak with my mom for dinner.
Hell yeah.
Go.
The day before my birthday, because fucking
Right.
I ain't going out on my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fool's errand, especially on a Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, Valentine's Day. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Zoe and her boyfriend were like, we're going to go out to dinner. And I'm like, did you get a reservation somewhere? And they're like, no, we're just going to go. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, that's when you start a
You're like,
tradition of
enjoy
going to
fucking
Denny's or
Chipotle.
McDonald's or Chipotle on
Yeah.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
No, I was debating because me and one of my coworkers, we are going to go to Chili's at some point, as we always do.
Oh,
for
fuck yeah, get the
birthdays.
triple dipper, bro.
But then we were like, should we go to Chili's on Valentine's Day to see who's at Chili's on Valentine's Day?
Oh, Kelly, you would not have enjoyed that. Chili's is a viral sensation at the moment.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The kids love Chili's.
Yeah.
God
The
damn
triple
it.
They would've
dipper,
been
those
All the kind of people that you hate.
those
Why-
Nashville
okay.
what-
hot
how did
chicken
this
mozzarella sticks.
What the fuck? Like, okay, why is it all these things that I've been into for years? Like Suits and now Chili's?
You're a tastemaker.
Some might say you're a trendsetter.
Apparently so.
Chili's came out with this like thick. It looks like a hash brown, but it's a mozzarella stick,
Oh my god.
and the children love doing cheese pulls of that shit.
Doing
comes in the
cheese
triple
pulls?
dipper. Yeah, you take the bite and then you pull.
Yeah, and I
You
get
see
it.
how far you can stretch the cheese. Yeah.
Doing
So you
cheese
would have been
pulls.
surrounded by
Alright.
probably 300 teenagers doing cheese pulls.
That
Mhm.
Oh god, that would be horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fucking cheese.
Yeah.
A lot of cheese.
That's how you get plugged up.
When you think about a mozzarella stick is literally one of those like polio cheese sticks just battered and deep fried, and you're eating what?
Yeah,
3 of those?
a lot of them.
God damn.
Yeah, like it's just a deep fried string cheese.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Mahoney, want to know something I just learned?
Yes.
There were 3 separate ET games for the Game Boy Color.
What?
Why?
Why would there
I
have
don't
been one ET game for the Game Boy Color?
There's ET Digital Companion, which I'm guessing is like a
Like a
It's your little-
Tamagotchi.
Yeah. There's ET Escape from Planet Earth and ET and the Cosmic Garden.
How
So that
many
sounds like a
ET
sequel.
games involved smashing him with hammers?
Possibly the companion one.
You know, if they made
Ooh.
ET today, he wouldn't have made it out of the first act, Mahoney.
Oh no.
The government would
Absolutely
have
not.
smashed him into bits.
Yeah.
And murdered the entire family in a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole family, even Gertie.
Gertie goes to Gitmo. Do you guys
ET
know
I've been
that?
watching I forget what it's called. It's some random Netflix show. The Recruit? Something? I don't know.
Okay.
It's about this dude. He's a like fresh out of college lawyer for the CIA. And he's on this thing where he has to deal with like the crazies who send in letters.
Oh.
And he's got to figure out like because they'll be like, hey, you need to do this for me or I'm gonna like reveal whatever secret. And he's got to figure out like, is this an actual like threat? And he's
Okay.
doing this thing and he finds this lady who's in jail and he's like, hey, I've done some research and I'm pretty sure that the shit she's threatening to like expose is real and this is like a legit concern for the CIA. And then, so they're like, oh, well, like, do some more research, figure this out. And I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? The CIA would be like, oh, that's weird. She just died in her cell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
nothing
right.
to be done there, Like, what are we talking about?
Hey,
Do
good
some
work,
more
man.
research.
This would have been tricky if she hadn't just,
Yeah, slipped in the shower and just suddenly died.
And then suddenly it's just a very different show. This guy's like, wait,
She
what?
accidentally fell on 7 knives.
In the
Mahoney,
shower.
how many Austin
prison.
Powers games do you think there are on the Game Boy Color?
Austin Powers on the Game Boy Color. Okay, well, there was at least 2 Austin Powers movies during that time. So I'm going to say 2.
There are, and I think it's as though it was a Pokemon style thing where there's Austin Powers Oh Behave and Austin Powers Welcome to My Underground Lair.
That's the most horrifying name for a video game I've ever heard.
His
Welcome to my underground lair.
Definitely his butt.
Did you know there
That's
was a
definitely an anal reference.
Catwoman Game Boy game?
Oh, sure. Yeah. The Jim Ballant, right?
The Jim Ballant.
Yeah.
The talent Jim Ballant.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is I should probably check out one of these gimmicks, huh?
Yeah, I have had more fun just looking at all the games that are on here than actually playing anything, because it's a lot of like, this exists? There's a game called Dogs with a Z. Donald Duck going quackers.
Nice.
Going quackers.
There's
For a
2
minute, I
different
forgot
Dragon
you
Tales
had that. I was like,
games.
where are you even finding these? Like, what sort of weird Wikipedia journey are you on?
He's on the Chili's.
It's a beautiful thing
Wikipedia.
about now is you can just go on those journeys.
Yeah. I looked at a thing on Instagram enough, and I said, you know what? You son of a bitch, I'll buy it. And I bought it, and now it's here in my hand.
I just decided that I'm done doing that. I've gotten burned to it. I did it like 3 times, and it worked really well, and I was like, this is great. And then, like, the next 4 times were a disaster, and I was like, no, I'm all done with Instagram targeted ads.
Yeah.
Well, there was that one that like that you and I were talking about. I can't even remember what it was. I think it was some tool for like model building, and then I was like, yeah, I'm backing this. And then I did some research after. I'm like, oh, I'm unbacking this. Everything they make falls apart.
Yeah, basically. Like, people who make crap figured out that people would buy shit on Instagram, and they took it over.
Yeah.
I got a beard straightener off of Instagram that they're like, free. All you got to do is pay shipping. So I'm like, that's amazing.
Why do you need to straighten your beard?
Because sometimes it gets a little kinky, And I just, if you straighten it out, it seems
Tell us
fuller.
about that kinky beard of yours.
You want to look like a fucking Pai Mei?
And it's literally just a fucking hair straightener. A lady's hair
sounds like a
straightener,
comb.
but smaller. Yeah. It's a hot comb, yeah. Nothing quite like smelling your beard hairs burn.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't really use it that much anymore. Instagram has really been trying to sell me these doggy supplements to stop their itching and scratching, and goddamn, they're eventually going to get me for $60 for doggy supplements.
Your phone is like, I heard you talk about her leaky asshole.
Yeah. Well, it's her
Don't
ears.
you want to take care of that, buddy?
Her ears and her eyes.
All of her holes leak. We're
Yeah.
going to help you with that, bud. We're going to help you. You're like, okay. Click.
Why is everything for a dog $60? $60 a month.
Just to be alive.
You did that like 7 or 8 times a month. It adds up.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Another reason I'm looking forward to getting a dog in these uncertain times.
Think about how uncertain it is for that dog.
Yeah. I'm like, great, another fucking mouth to feed. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Hey, and worst comes to worst, you got your mouth to feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't need a dog? Huh? No, I probably would need a dog.
They put Max Payne on the Game Boy Advance?
What?
I would only eat a bad dog.
Ooh, okay. So,
How bad do they need to be before you're like, I'm eating you?
I'm just saying, yeah, that desert island, it's you or the dog, man. Like, how good's a good boy got to be to save his life? You know what I mean? Like,
It's simple. No biting.
okay.
No chewing anything up, and no pissing on anything.
I gotta tell you, Jason Nyes, those are some low standards.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. All right. So you're just like saying anything that's just not an objective shithead dog. All right.
Yes.
I respect that. So what you got going on, Mahoney? Besides
do I
hating on
have
Captain
going
America,
on?
Brave New World.
I mean, the most exciting thing I did was see Captain America. And other than that, it's just been snowing like a fucking bitch up here, shoveling all the time.
There is
Snow
snow in
blowing.
the forecast, so they canceled school tomorrow.
Good. Cancel all the schools.
They're like, it's gonna snow tomorrow. Fuck it, take the day off.
We were talking about the plane that flipped upside down on the runway before the show started. And one of the first posts I saw about that on Blue Sky was somebody quote tweeting the video and being like, "This is real cool for somebody that has to fly in a week." And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? It's really cool for those people that are upside down in a plane right now.
Yeah, really.
Let's not make this about you, buddy.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about right now. Like, you don't have to even bother with the what ifs when there's plenty of right nows. And if your brain and your anxiety work hand in hand, in as much as your brain has been trained to think several steps ahead, it's a real cool time to be alive. Because the chaos is definitely super cool for you. And your, what's the word? Neurodivergent brain? Is that what the kids call it these days? Fucking wild. So yeah, Captain America, that's out now. Shitloads of other good. This is like, movies are kicking up again right now. I'm pretty excited about that. I am all about some escapist fantasy from the horrors of reality as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen the Paddington yet, but the Paddington looks delightful because they're always delightful. Those are great.
Was that a new Paddington? A third Paddington?
Paddington in Peru.
I thought that was the second one for some reason.
No. The second one is Paddington 2. And
Electric
then
Boogaloo.
I think this weekend is Osgood Perkins' The Monkey.
Yes,
the Monkey Shines movie.
Gonna go see that.
Which I just read the other day that, like, in the book and even the old movie, the Monkey Shines movie, it's the monkey playing the cymbals.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's like the clockwork monkey that bashes the cymbals.
Yeah, the classic creepy ass wind up monkey.
We've seen them forever. You know, they're part of like pop culture. Like, they're a thing that's existed for 100 years, probably, if not more. They went to work on the movie, get it going. And the producers told them they couldn't make the monkey play the cymbals because Disney copyrighted it after Toy Story 3. Because that monkey played the cymbals. The monkey in Toy Story 3 played the cymbals, so our monkey can't play the cymbals, so their monkey plays drums.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Isn't it? Like, isn't it? It's not like that. Oh, that's like saying you can't sell the fucking Fisher-Price phone anymore because it was in Toy Story 3. You know, it's fucking wild.
But it's like,
I mean, you might not be able to.
The true problem is that no one gave them resistance when they applied for that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been able to get that trademark.
Because now you can't do shit about it. They have legal standing. They've got the patent.
It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. So sorry, cymbal playing monkey enthusiasts. It's drums now. This is where we are now.
It's not even the same. It should have been. They should have given it an accordion.
There you go.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Creepy accordion.
And then what they got? That Mickey 17 looks pretty wild from the
Yeah!
director of Parasite. That looks cool as shit. That's coming out.
Bro, fucking first episode of Daredevil drops the last night of Toy Fair.
I'm so excited. Cannot wait. See? I think maybe this is what we need. Real life sucks. Pump me full of fantasy. Let's go. Show me fun, make pretend. I would like to see fun, make pretend now, please.
Lee, I'll pump you full of all sorts of things when we're in New York.
Fuck yeah, bro. So yeah, speaking of, this will be the last show for a little bit. We're not going to be on next week or the week after, most likely. We'll be traveling the week after, if I think.
Well, next week we got some shit happening, and then the week
Right.
after that will be the last day of Toy Fair.
Right, yeah. So we'll be off for a couple of weeks. Might hop on Fortnite next week for a little while. We'll see. But definitely back in a few weeks with adventures from New York. Maybe Kelly and I won't see a dead body this year. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll see two. Who knows?
Maybe
it's a wild,
we'll
wild
make
world
one.
out there. Yeah.
Oh shit!
As long as we don't become one, Kelly. That's all we got to get out of here with. We just don't want to be one.
The next show
That would be bad.
would logically be on March 11th, aka 3/11.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Come on, Reginald. You gotta come on. Wild. So, in the meantime, stay warm, stay safe, stay sane. Look out for each other. We'll be back in a few weeks.
And if you need to, eat the dog.
Yeah. Because you
Only
know that
if
fuck
they're
would
a
eat you
bad
first.
boy.
Yes.
Eat him before he can eat you. A good boy goes bad real quick. So, for Jason Nyes, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Talk to you guys next month. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit. You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
you fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.